Yo, what's going on everyone? My name is Damien, also known as qybii. How's everyone going today? To all the couples out there, happy Valentine's Day. It was technically yesterday for me, but you Americans live in the past for real. And as everyone with a couple, or as a couple shall I say, hope you all had a good day, went out, did your thing. To everyone that's single, I'm pretty sure you guys are better off at home just gaming for real. This is day 35 of my hard 50. We have 15 days left to this shit. It's all over. And to be honest, I don't know if I want to stop this. The love and support I've been receiving on every single platform has been ridiculous. I appreciate all of you so much. Without further ado, if you're new around here, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to never miss a daily upload, and let's get straight into it. The Charlotte Hornets organization has no idea what they're doing with their team. It looks like they're rebuilding and then they take a step back, and then they take a step forward, but then they take 2 steps back, ultimately resetting and another full reset rebuild. We literally seen the prime example of this not too long ago as they just tried to trade away Mark Williams to Los Angeles Lakers for Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, a pick swap and a first round pick. If you guys want to see more details about that video, please make sure you head over to my channel. I've actually made a couple videos about it. I'll leave it on screen for you right now. Ultimately, it was just a very messy situation for both teams involved. The trade actually ends up getting sent back, or reversed, should I say. They couldn't renegotiate the deal or anything because the trade period was over. A pretty sticky situation for both teams. After the trade actually got reversed, the Charlotte Hornets has a few interesting things to say on their behalf. Feel free to press pause, but it pretty much just says we're excited to welcome back Mark Williams to our Hornets organizations. After the other team aggressively pursued Mark, we made the difficult decision to move him, as we always held great respect for Mark's talent, work ethic, and character. We are thrilled to see him reunite with our roster and a dynamic presence at the starting center position. His return strengthens our team. We look forward to the impact he will make on and off the court. There were some very interesting words from the Charlotte Hornets team, because after all this went down, first of all, they couldn't even say that the Lakers aggressively went after him, when they're the one that went to the Lakers, knowing that they were desperate for a center and they were trying to get a good price for him. The Lakers had really good assets, and they obviously sent those 2 draft picks and obviously that first round and that pick swap. And obviously looking at how up and down Dalton Connect is, would really give him the opportunity to get up all the shots he wants, get all the playing time in the world, but it just ends up just falling through. And not to mention as well, as I just said, the Charlotte Hornets actually went after the Lakers. So they're flipping what actually happened, trying to say the Lakers went after him. Like they contacted him, yeah, we want Mark Williams. The Lakers' initial target was actually Jalen Duren. So obviously taking that trade was going to be a massive step back in the middle of the rebuild that they're really in at the moment. They've just been pretty much one of the league's worst teams the last few seasons. It has no indication of it moving up from that anytime soon. Don't get me wrong, they got some hoopies, they got some bowlers, but pretty much outside of the LaMelo Ball and sometimes Miles Bridges, this team really has nothing. And it's going to come a time and point where LaMelo Ball is actually going to get frustrated with his organization for not putting him in a winning situation. It's been proven that LaMelo Ball is an all-star point guard and quite literally one of the biggest snubs to come out of this season so far. The Hornets are second to last in the entire association in points per game, only 108 per game. Or should I say 106, that was my bad. And their offensive stats just aren't great, and you think that their team is more better on the offensive end than defensively. They're just bad all around, I'm not going to lie to you. They're actually the worst ranked in the entire league in field goal percentage inside the arc, so 43%, which just isn't going to get it done against any team. It's proven in the stats right there, they're last for a reason. And also 25th for the worst, yes, 25th in the entire association for the worst three-pointer percentage at 34.5%. Obviously, it's not going to help that the LaMelo Ball chucks up 30 shots per game, but it is what it is. That's just numbers you can't have, especially if you're trying to move upwards. This team has just stayed at the level of just pure ass for the last few seasons. And they're also bottom 5 in the entire association. Yes, 26 in assists per game as well. And the games that LaMelo Ball has played in, they actually averaged the lowest assists per game that he hasn't played in. They're more than any other team in the entire association. They give up the 10th most points per game at 112. This stat did throw me off guard a bit. They actually hold the 2nd best three-pointer percentage. So they got some young guys who can defend the perimeter with ease. It's about maximizing those players, trying to move on to players that don't, and try to really fit what this Hornets, system is, because no one has any clear indication of what this team is trying to do. Looking at the players they got at the moment, there's only a selective few they should keep, and possibly try and make a massive step up to try trade for someone, get someone in free agency to really start getting this rebuild up and going and try to see some sort of progression. LaMelo Ball has been outstanding so far this year, just under 28 points per game, 5 rebounds to go along with 7 assists. Just a reminder, he has not been healthy the entire season as well. It is impossible to get a full season out of this man. We're still yet to see him play over 60 games. He shoots 41% from inside the arc, and he actually has the most three-pointer attempts average per game at almost 12. And he's shooting 34% from outside there. So he's getting his shots up. Just imagine once he gets more experience and just he gets his legs under his feet a little bit more, he's going to be knocking down that clip, hopefully towards the 40% mark. If you can shoot like closer to 38-39% on 12 attempts, you're definitely doing something right. Because outside of LaMelo Ball, when he doesn't play, this offense is just horrible to watch. I somehow get caught up in watching way too much Charlotte Hornet games, and it's just very, very, very sad to watch. Because if you don't get your production from LaMelo Ball, or even the next time I'm going to talk about Miles Bridges, it's just, you just get no offense whatsoever. So when those two aren't providing, their defense is very bad, and their offense is just as bad. And if they don't get their shit sorted soon, Miles Bridges actually is about to hit free agency, or he has a player option this season. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to move on to a better winning situation, because he's having the best season of his career so far at 20 points per game, to go along with almost 8 rebounds and 3 assists, 43% inside the arc and 30% from outside the arc. He's never really been a great 3-point shooter, but the fact that he's actually able to elevate that game so far is crazy. His 30% is actually a career high so far. So, I mean, a career high at this point in the season. We'll see how high or low it is once it's all said and done. And obviously you saw Brandon Miller on the roster, who's just taken a massive step up from last year. Obviously, it wasn't for Victor Wembanyama. That man easily would have won Rookie of the Year. He was up to a total average of 21 points per game, and pretty much shooting great as well. 40% inside the arc, 35% outside the arc. That is the highest on the entire team. So obviously, Brandon Miller's ceiling has been very high. It's just about how the Charlotte Hornets organization wants to maximize that and put really good, young, talented players around these 3 players. Because if I'm looking at the Hornets, I can't speak directly for Hornets fans, but I'm pretty sure they'll like to see those 3 as the main core and try to build around them and see what they can do in the future. And not to mention about the trade earlier, the Hornets are still trying to like reverse the trade, so it actually still goes through. So these guys really don't want to keep Mark Williams. He's not making much money whatsoever. Dalton Connect and Cam Reddish actually both make more money than Mark Williams combined at the moment, which is just crazy. I won't speak too heavily on Mark Williams. I did make a video about Mark Williams like a few weeks ago, if you guys want to scroll down my page and find that. But I won't be speaking about him too much on this Hornets organization, because I don't think he's going to be here much longer, regardless of what happens if that trade gets reversed or he ends up leaving free agency or anything like that. And obviously just signed qybii to a nice 3-year contract. That was a steal, $5 million. I mean, you take that as you can, I guess. That's not going to be a very good trade piece moving forward, because he's so cheap, or he's going to be a main core of this team moving forward. We just have to wait and see. There's obviously still a lot of other good guys around this team. I mean, you got Josh Green, I guess, and you got guys like Josh Okogie, who's a great 3-and-D player. There's a lot of things this Charlotte Hornets organization can do with this roster and all the draft conversation they've got previously. And obviously they just have a lot of draft conversation because they're fucking cheeks. It's going to be very interesting to see what the Charlotte Hornets do in the future. Charlotte Hornets fans, let me know down below, what do you guys think about, what your franchise is doing. This has been your boy QB. Thank you so much for listening to my opinion, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.